everyone, I'm Dr. Shirazi, a board certified dermatologist, and today I want to talk about signs that your skin barrier is compromised, meaning that it is no longer protecting your skin and you are starting to see signs and symptoms, what to look for, what to do, because as you've heard me say before, your skin barrier is the key to healthy glowing skin. So before we get started, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know if you've ever experienced anything like this. So the first sign is your skin feels rough and dry, almost has a sandpaper texture. It's also very dull, doesn't look dewy or hydrated. It's not really glowing. It's very matte and dull. And because that skin barrier is compromised or damaged, it's no longer keeping your natural skin microbiome in check. So everything's getting out of hand. You've got bad bacteria, bad yeast that are now overgrowing because the dynamics have been changed. So your breakouts may seem worse. You may be more prone to infections such as cold sores or viral infections, bacterial infections, because that skin barrier is important to keep the bad stuff out. You may also feel like everything stings. Anything you put on your skin makes the skin sting like fire has been put onto your skin. If you have certain skin conditions like eczema, seborrheic dermatitis, rosacea, those conditions tend to flare when your skin barrier is damaged. You may also experience patches that are red, that are itchy, and you may be very tempted to scratch it, which starts this kind of scratch itch cycle that can further damage your skin barrier. So really, a damaged skin barrier can lead to inflammation of the skin, which is bad for all skin conditions. But not to worry, it can happen. A lot of times it's due to using too many products. Again, if you overwhelm the skin, what's gonna happen is skin sensitization. And what does that mean exactly? It's a big fancy word dermatologists use. And that means the more products, the more inactive ingredients your skin comes into contact with, the more likely it is to form a memory to those ingredients and react to them later on down the line. So if you're one of those people that, for example, used a fragrant toner spray every single day for the past 10 years, well, that 11th year of using it, your skin is gonna start saying, okay, I don't like this. This is highly sensitizing and I'm going to start reacting with my white blood cells and inflammation and redness, and that damages the skin barrier. So try to use comprehensive products, limit the number of steps, the number of products in your regimen. So when I see these people doing a 58-step skincare routine for Vogue, I'm like, oh my goodness, their skin must be so overwhelmed and probably is in shock after that video. Other reasons can be over-exfoliation. We are bombarded with so many products nowadays. We think exfoliating with mandelic acid and glycolic acid, and let's throw some salicylic acid in there. Oh, and they said retinol is good, so let's add some retinol into the mix. Next thing you know, boom, the skin barrier is so pissed off at you that it is going to make your skin look worse. So be sure that you are not going overboard on these potent actives that do a lot for your skin, but in the right amount. So exfoliation, let's look at that. Really, you should only be exfoliating once or twice a week. And I favor Clarify pads, which have 60 pre-soaked glycolic and salicylic acid. They're easy to use. It's not a super high concentration. You just use it starting just once or twice a week. If you're on a retinol, now if you're not on a retinol and that's really the only active you're using, you may be able to tolerate it every day because it doesn't have high potent strengths of it. So be aware of using too many actives that exfoliate the dead skin layer off, because if you exfoliate, next thing you know, you're down to no superficial skin layer. Plus, exfoliation allows for other skincare ingredients to penetrate more. So it's gonna make everything else in your skincare regimen more potent because they penetrate more, and that's not necessarily a good thing for the skin. And lastly, it could be that you're using the wrong active for your skin type or condition. So let's say you have rosacea and your friend tells you, okay, vitamin C is a must. And that's true, vitamin C is great for hyperpigmentation, it's great for anti-aging, but not great at high percentages for somebody with rosacea. So if you are using the wrong product for your skin condition or skin type, then that can irritate your skin and lead to a damaged skin barrier. So be sure you get to know your skin, what type of skin you have, and what your sensitivities are, and what sort of actives go the best with your skin concerns. I need to make a video on that. Okay, so what do? You've got a damaged skin barrier, you figured out why. You're going to stop all your actives for 2 weeks. No retinols, no salicylic acid, no glycolic acid, no niacinamide 10%. You're gonna stop all your actives, and you're only going to stick with a gentle cleanser and a moisturizer designed to repair the skin barrier, support the skin barrier. So for example, this is Soothe Cleanser. This is what we give patients after a laser treatment when we intentionally disrupted their skin. So this has just some mild surfactants, not a lot of harsh surfactants. It has panthenol, which is very nourishing and hydrating for the skin. You can also use Avene has a tolerance lotion, which is an extremely gentle cleanser. And by the way, this is not sponsored. I just happen to have these products because they sent them to me. But this is very, very gentle and shouldn't really sting and burn. So use a gentle cleanser and then a cream that has ingredients like ceramides or allantoin or panthenol that help nourish and repair and support the skin barrier. So I personally love Intense Recovery Complex. This is what we also put patients on after their laser. I also love this for my rosacea patients because they do have a lot of sensitivities with their skin. It has ceramides, glycerin, allantoin, vitamin E, and it's not fragrant. It also has these yeast complexes that have been shown to reduce the inflammatory pathway, so it works great. There's some other products like First Aid Beauty has one with colloidal oatmeal, which is a little bit more rich than the Intense Recovery. It does a nice job of protecting the surface of the skin. Now, if you don't have acne or breakouts, you can slug it. And what that means is you are gonna clean the skin really thoroughly. And 1 or 2 nights a week, you're gonna take a heavy ointment. So this is CeraVe Healing Balm. Works just as well as, let's say, Vaseline. And you are going to form a thin layer of this balm onto your skin and sleep with that overnight. What this does is it helps reduce water loss from the skin, so hydrates the skin. It also helps repair the skin overnight. Tip number 2, if you have redness, itchiness, peeling, that means you have inflammation or swelling. And at that point, you really need a medicated cream. The gentle cleanser and the lotions are not gonna cut it. So I would use an over-the-counter hydrocortisone. This is Soothe HC. It also has aloe vera in it along with the hydrocortisone. And what that's gonna do is gonna calm the inflammation to allow your skin to heal. And you can use this 3 times a day for 3 to 5 days as spot treatment to those patches that are red, peely, and dry. And then tip number 3, don't just restart your entire regimen all over again. Just start with a gentle cleanser, only 1 active, and I would suggest doing that in the morning, like your vitamin C serum or your azelaic acid or whatever it is, that 1 product with 1 active. And then give it another 2 weeks before introducing a product with the 2nd active. So you're still gonna be on your gentle cleanser and your barrier repair moisturizer, but you're only gonna add 1 active in after 2 weeks. And then after 4 weeks, you're gonna add 2 actives, but really don't get carried away with too many products, too many actives, because that's how your skin barrier gets damaged. Sometimes simple is effective. However, everybody's different. They may have a different type of skin in their T-zone versus the sides of their face, but this is just a generalization. I hope that was helpful and you guys learned something. Be sure to share this with a friend who may also experience something like this, and comment below. Let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. Until next time, see you then. Thanks for tuning in.